أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقال سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن المجيد وما كان هذا القرآن أن يفترى من دون الله ولكن تصديق الذي بين يديه وتفصيل الكتاب لا ريب فيه من رب العالمين. This Quran is not such that anyone can write it or can bring it along. On the contrary, it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that it is a confirmation from the books that came before the Quran, the Torah, the Injil, all the books that Allah have given various prophets. The Quran is here to confirm them as coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, any book that claim to have come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have to have some information that is so consistent that it has to answer a lot of questions that mankind is asking. Naturally, mankind have a lot of questions to ask, and so the book have to be in position to deal with the question of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Such is the Quran. I'm going to be talking about how the earth was actually created as a planet that is so habitable. Scientists today have come to realize that before a planet come to be a place of habitation, it has to have certain attribute, and that attribute is supposed to be consistent with how mankind will live on earth. So Allah in His wisdom revealed in Quran chapter 41 verse 9, 10, 11, Allah said, ثُمَّ اسْتَوَى إِلَى السَّمَاءِ وَهِيَ دُخَانٌ فَقَالَ لَهَا وَلِلْأَرْضِ ائْتِيَا طَوْءًا أَوْ كَرْهًا قَالَتَا أَتَيْنَا طَائِعِينَ. When Allah was about to create heaven and earth, it was like in a smoke. Then Allah said to them, come you willingly or unwillingly, and they say, we come in willing obedience. The question I'm asking is this: why would they say we come in willing obedience? Because at the very tip of creation, the earth is pursuing the heaven, and the heaven is perpetually moving away from the earth, and the earth is moving up to catch up with the heaven, and the heaven is moving away. The earth needs an atmosphere to protect it. It's supposed to be protected. And the earth needed that of the atmosphere, but it kept moving. Science have proven that. Then Allah said, Itiya taw'an aw kar'an. Come, both of the two extremes, willingly or unwillingly. And they say, we come in willing obedience. So Allah make it such that the sun stay 94 million miles away from the earth. The moon station itself 480,000 miles away from the earth. The earth also tilted from its axis 23.5 degrees. Now, this is what science are saying, that the fact that the sun is 93 million miles away from the earth, it is so perfect. If it is 93.1 or 2%, it's going to be a lot of problem living on earth. And if it is 92.9, it's still going to be a problem. So the number that the sun stationed itself 94 million miles away is so constant. It is so constant that it is unbelievable that nature sort of have brain to calculate all these things. And the moon also 480,000 miles away. That is so perfect. If it is more or less, life on earth will be inhabitable. And the earth tilting itself, the way it tilted 23.5 degrees. If it is not that, there's going to be a lot of chaos. Planets need atmosphere. So when Allah said, come you willingly or unwillingly, so they came together, and that is how the earth was actually formed. This is information that is found in the Quran. Unbelievable information, because we realize today that the human being cannot themselves think about the rationale of how the universe came into being. The earth needs a protective layer. We call that the Van Allen belt. The Van Allen belt is sort of like a belt protecting the earth's atmosphere. It's protecting the earth from bombardment, from bombardment of the, so many detrimental material that have lost their energy moving in the void. They might come and stampede the earth. So once they reach certain part of the earth, it returns back to where it come from, allowing only the good, or vibration to enter the earth. That is so miraculous. No human being will be able, at the time that the Quran was written over 1,441 years ago, be able to make information that is so consistent with logic and reason and contemporary empirical science. Impossible. These are some of the information that Allah have embedded in the Quran to show mankind that this Quran is indeed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is why Allah said, أَفَلَا تَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ وَلَوْ كَانَ مِنْ عِنْدِ غَيْرِ اللَّهِ لَوَجَدُوا فِيهِ اخْتِلَافًا كَثِيرًا. Don't you look at the Quran with care? Had it been someone wrote the Quran, there would have been so much contradiction, inconsistency in the Quran. Meaning, no human being will be able to write this book. Scientists are glorifying the Quran. The Quran is a compass for anyone that is looking for guidance. The Quran is acting like a torchlight for anyone that has lost his way. The Quran is giving us a reason to live on earth. Allah who created you or I see fit to give us a law that is so consistent with us and to make us understand as we probe deep into the heaven and the earth, trying to see how the universe was created. I bet Einstein, before he left the earth, he made this pronouncement. He said, whoever created the heaven and earth is a great mathematician. So he was asked, why would you say a thing like that? And he said, because everything fits in like a jigsaw puzzle. There is no haphazardness. It happens so beautifully. It is so fitting. And nature cannot give itself to do such an intricate job. So there's got to be a mind behind all minds. And that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah said in the Quran, in huwa illa zikrun lil alamin wa lata'alamunna naba'ahu ba'dahin. This Quran is for the whole of mankind. But as time goes on, mankind will come to understand the implication that Allah is the one that sent down the Quran. Hadha billahi tawfiq. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.